What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got one story for you and a few questions, so let's dive right in. Today's story is about the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Fold 5. Now, we've been hearing that they're going to announce this phone and have unpacked as early as July 27th and launch those phones, but there's a new story that just dropped today about them launching the Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Fold 5 in America at a later date, because that July 27th date is for Seoul, Korea. But there's, again, information coming out that they might launch it August 11th here in America in a separate event. So the information that's coming out is coming from My Smart Price, and they're saying that Samsung Galaxy Unpacked global launch event date revealed. Galaxy Z Flip 5 and Fold 5 expected debut. The Unpacked event will be hosted by Seoul, South Korea in late July. The company will host an Unpacked event in the US and Canada separately. Samsung has confirmed its Unpacked launch time for Seoul. The company will host its next Unpacked event in late July. The global launch timeline will vary. It says it looks like Samsung will host a separate event in US and Canada in August. Our sources revealed that the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Unpacked launch event will also be hosted in the US and Canada on August 11th. So what it sounds like is that potentially we might get staggered release dates for the Z Flip 5 and Fold 5, meaning that potentially Seoul, Korea will get it first, and then basically about 2 weeks later, it'll launch in America, which would mean that would be the actual release date for Seoul, and then America would still get it around the same time, meaning we'd get it basically towards the end of August, which is when we usually get it. Man, kind of sucks if you think about it. And obviously anything could change. This is obviously rumors right now at this point. In terms of the Seoul Korea one is locked in late July, but the American Canada one, that's still a rumor coming on. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on this, but be prepared if you live in Canada, USA, and I would assume Europe, that we potentially won't get these phones until late August. And instead of basically early to mid-August. Let me know your thoughts on this. Does it bum you out? Are you happy for it? Let me know in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump into our Q&A. Marianne is asking, used Z Fold 3 for 8+ months and currently on using Z Fold 4 since launch. I plan on making an upgrade mainly for speed and battery life for my business daily driver and stylus S Pen support. Do you recommend the Z Fold 5 or should I wait to buy the OnePlus V Fold? Also, can you confirm the OnePlus V Fold will have a stylus support like Apple Find N2? Appreciate all that you do. I haven't heard anything about S Pen support or pen support for the OnePlus V Fold, so I'm not gonna answer yes or no. In terms of which one you should wait for, I don't think you're gonna be that blown away by the Z Fold 5 unless you just want better battery life and better performance, if that's really gonna blow you away. Otherwise, I'd say wait for the Fold 5 and the V Fold from OnePlus to see if the V Fold offers stylus support. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't offer it, but I'll be happily wrong if that's the case. Rich is asking, do you think the Z Flip 5 screen will be as interactive as the Motorola Razr? Yeah, I think it'll be very interactive. I think that's why they made it bigger this year. And our last question from Timothy Hammock. If we're on a fixed budget and my mom and brother saved for the S23 Ultra and wanted to get me the Sky Blue, what would be the best option for insurance and storage? And you and your family have a wonderful day, and awesome and wonderful day. I would say for storage, 512 is a very safe bet, but 256 should be probably plenty enough. If you back your stuff up to the cloud, your photos and videos, you can always unload those from your phone and keep them in the cloud. So if you have Google Cloud and you're using that to back up your photos or something to back up your photos, I would say just get the 256. Otherwise, 512 is very, very safe. And then in terms of insurance, I would probably say just get it through Samsung. But ultimately, if you're on a fixed budget, the other route, and I think that's the only version you can get, is if that Sky Blue is the only version you can get through Samsung. So I'd probably just say get the Samsung insurance, but honestly, wherever it's cheaper is probably where I'd say to get it, if it's your carrier or whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the hashtag question. We'll see you guys down the road.